Excelsior. Go forth and multiply. Welcome to the Wahlburger Rapport. Make sure you like and subscribe immediately. Many thanks to the awesome Ali Drummond of the Real Femme Sapien, as well as the original Unplugged Alpha, Richard Cooper. Thank you both for your inspiration, and Ali, particularly your advice in regards to doing something such as this. Today is Pink Shirt Day in Canada and in many places across the world. This, I thought, would be a great day for my maiden virgin voyage, as it were, for this podcast. As Pink Shirt Day is Anti-Bullying Day, and there's nothing that I despise more than a bully. So this will explain very much what I'm about and let you understand what you may be seeing as we go forward. So to explain, when I was about 13, 14, grade 8, I had an experience that changed my life forever. Being a young man at that age, I was very lucky to have a great father, an excellent dad and father figure who showed me the ways of basketball. By that point in time, when I was in grade 8, I already had a pretty solid self-awareness and a healthy self-appreciation. It may even err on the side of cocky. Well, that served some purpose here on this one particular day in grade 8. It was about the first week of school, and there was a young boy, my same age, of course, who was going to school just as I was. We were in a school that was a combination of junior high and senior high, so it was grades 7 through 12. Now, this could create some certain good situations and also very bad. This one was one of the bad, in which on this particular day, a grade 12 student chose to bully and pick on this other individual in our class who physically was a little bit different. And this grade 12 person thought to take advantage and mock this individual. When I walked through the hallways, being the confident, almost cocky person that I was at this moment in time, I addressed him and said, "Hey man, leave him alone." Well, then the attention turned to me, of course. This grade 12 person came over, looked at me and said, "Who do you think you are?" Went and gave a big kick, at which instinctively, I can guarantee you, not out of skill and absolutely some serious luck, I grabbed his leg and he stood there on one foot as I held his leg. He was much bigger than I, and at that moment, everything slowed down. I looked at him in his eyes and he looked at me in mine, and I knew I needed to make a decision at that moment. Was I gonna just let his foot down and have him beat the crap out of me, or was I gonna do something about it? And at that moment, I decided the latter, in which I gave him a big kick right to the nuts. Well, this bully went down in a heap. He was writhing in pain, me in shock, seeing what I had done. Just put my backpack on, turned and walked off, shuffled off to my class. Well, that was not the end of the day. What ended up happening is that after school, I had a long walk home, which was about 8 blocks. So as I was walking, a caravan of cars pulled up of grade 12 people. His friends, of course, pulled over, got out of their cars, and came on over imposingly to circle me, of course, to defend the honor of their friend. Well, I thought I was done for. They had surrounded me. I knew I was beaten, and I just told them the story that I had told you. I looked at their faces, looked at them around the circle. They smiled and grinned, and then looked back at me admiringly and said, "Yeah, that guy can be quite an a-hole, can't he?" They laughed, turned, walked away, got into their cars, and left me alone. This experience gave me a lot of more encouragement and probably added to my cockiness, as some people might say, in going forward and defending those who were not able to defend themselves. This gave me additional faith in humanity, in showing that if you stand up strong and defend those who cannot defend themselves, and then furthermore discuss this with other people who may potentially be your enemies, you can sometimes bridge the gap between the two and increase your faith in humanity. This is what this Pink Day is about. And today I found that we've got a new type of bully. We're now telling young men that they are toxically masculine, that if they go out and they be, as I was, maybe a little bit cocky in pursuing things like basketball, like I had done, or athletics, that they are doing something wrong. This is not right. What we are doing is discouraging the very nature, the positivity of masculinity that can defend those who cannot defend themselves. We're creating some boys who have no idea what they are doing, questioning their own inclinations. This is bullying. This must stop. And if you are doing this, if you are going against young men and trying to subvert their very nature, you will now hear from me, just as that bully heard from me back in the day. Now, to those who are being bullied, those young men who are seeing, what should I do? This is my advice. Do something which is extremely positive and go about it in an unabashed way. For example, basketball, like Ed did. It's something that increases your health, increases your ability to work with others, your discipline. There is nothing negative about that whatsoever. And if people want to natter about you about it, let them do so. As you get better at that thing, and make sure it's something that you enjoy so you can really put yourself into it, you will find that others are going to admire you for it. This is my advice to you. So this quick video is to introduce what I am somewhat about, what I want to go forward with, as I have a 5-year-old son and I'm all about legacy and all about making the world a better place. So again, thank you, like and subscribe, go forth and multiply, Excelsior.